Yo, 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 what's up? It's the Junkie, and I'm back for day 2 of my Tampa Bay Comic-Con experience. Awesome day. Today, I was a little busted, man. I ain't gonna lie, I was tired. I left a little early. Had some personal things going on, so I left a little early. Probably about 4 o'clock. Not too early. I only left 2 hours early from the con. But I did get some books signed. And I bought another stack of books. Got to hang out with Master X Splinter for a while today. But I'm definitely going to be there Sunday. I didn't think I was going to be able to go. But I'm definitely going to be there Sunday. Probably not all day, like 10 to 3, 10 to 4. Just for a little bit. Last day is usually when you can get the best deals. So I'm definitely want to hit that up. And just an awesome time. I took a bunch of like little short video clips. I'll do the same thing tomorrow. There's a pretty funny clip that I'm going to upload. I haven't uploaded it yet, so it will appear. But outside every con, you know how you have the people that are preaching about how cosplay is bad and the whole Christian thing, you know. So there was a guy out there, a kid, who was wearing a shirt with a pentagram on the back. And he was just mocking everything they were saying. And you could tell he was on something, whether he was drunk or he was on some kind of stimulant. But it was pretty funny. The people were holding up like cards to give the people, like little business cards. And the kid ripped it out of his hand and started eating it. And then, you know, they were the Christian people. I don't even know if they're Christians. They're definitely religious, but real extreme. You know, I'm not a liberal, but you do what you want to do, and I'm going to do what I want to do. That's how I believe. Just don't, like, force your point of view down my throat. That's what I just don't like. So they were talking about how believing or going to Comic-Cons and reading comic books, you're, like, worshiping false gods because you're worshiping superheroes. And so I was outside taking a little bit of a break. So I've videotaped a couple little things with that. So I'm going to post a video with that. It's pretty funny. As for the con, it was packed today, man. Saturday's usually the busiest day. It's when the most people show up. So it was pretty busy. Still had a lot of fun. Digging through them 50-cent boxes, man. I found another big old stack of books. I've almost completed an entire run of one of my mutant titles that I want to complete. I'm only like, I want to say like 10 books shy of 160 issue run. Now I had a chunk before I went, but I found a big chunk. Probably, I don't even want to give the number out because it'll ruin the contest, but I found a big chunk of those books. You know, and like I was telling you guys in my video yesterday, day 1 review, signatures, you know, I like getting them. You know, I feel like, hey, if you want to tip the artist, that's that's cool. But I don't really think they should be charging their fans to sign books that just want books signed for their collection. You know, like Neil Adams, I don't even know what he's charging, but his booth is ridiculous. You got to go through like a little maze to get to him, and and it's a maze of like merchandise that he's trying to sell, books, prints, all kinds of crap. I mean, just literally, you had he had it all section. He had like a big corner booth, and he had it all walled off with just nothing but prints and books like along the edge, and he had his handlers walking around, and you literally had to go in like a little area, and you had to go like this and then back like this to him at a back table with a big backdrop behind him. I'll try to get some video of it tomorrow, but it's just ridiculous, his booth, and to charge as much as I mean, he wanted $100 for a book, like a convention exclusive with his autograph on it. I mean, it's just crazy, man. I don't know where the guy gets off thinking that he can charge people, his fans, that kind of money. Now I can understand if somebody walks in with like 15, 20 copies of one book to get signed, charge them people, man, because them guys are the ones flipping. But the people that are going in with just one book, you know, maybe 5 or 6 books, and they're all different issues, why charge your hardcore fans that? It's just something I don't agree with. So the books I did get signed today, Scott Lobdell was going to be there. He did. He's I believe he's a writer. Yeah, he's a writer for the Generation Next, the old the series Generation Next, the original series, and the mini series from the Age of Apocalypse. He was there only Friday and Saturday, and I wanted him to sign some books, but I could never find his booth, so I didn't get them. But for just this little stack of books here to get signed, 7 comics and a hardback, was $100. That's why I'm not a big fan of getting autographs anymore, man, because this costs so much. It was literally $10 a book to get signed on these books here. And then this here wasn't something that I had to do, but I felt obligated just to be, you know, just to help out. So I'll explain that in a minute. Up first, I got Secret Wars #1 signed by Mike Zeck and John Beatty. John Beatty's down here, and there's Mike Zeck's there. And if you see, here's the little stickers I made of the people that I wanted to sign that were there. I put a little sticker for right here on the top of the book. But there's Mike Zeck, and there's John Beatty down here. So that was pretty cool. And what I like is they've been to Tampa Comic Con before. I like the fact that they always have booths right next to each other. I got this bad boy signed, Secret Wars #8. There's John Beatty, and of course Mike Zeck signed down there on the bottom. And there's a little sticker telling me who I need to get to sign it. Beautiful book, man. I have 2 copies of this, so I took one of them to get signed. Again, there's Zeck, and there's John Beatty. So, super stoked to get those two books signed. And like I said, they each charged $5 a pop. So it was $10 for those 2 books each to get signed. So that's $20 right there. Now these here, I'm super stoked to get signed. I got my whole entire Punisher miniseries signed by Mike Zeck, John Beatty, and Carl Potts. Carl Potts was the editor-in-chief. He did a lot of editing on the Punisher series. So, let me see. I got Mike Zeck there. Sorry about the glare. There's John Beatty in the flame from the gun, and Carl Potts is right here. Pretty cool. Got all 3 of these. You see, I got 3 little stickers telling me who I need to get signed. Pretty cool. Then I got issue #2 signed. Mike Zeck, John Beatty, and Carl Potts right there all on the brick wall. Like I said, I love this miniseries, and I was talking to John Beatty as he was signing my books, and I said, man, your guys' art for the art you guys do today, it's funny. I said, the art you guys do today for today's books is so much better than the art that current artists are doing, because you know most current artists, they basically just use a computer. They draw on the computer, and they touch it up with the computer and all that. Where these guys did all this by hand, man. And there's issue #3. There's Mike Zeck, John Beatty, and Carl Potts. And I told John Beatty, I said, man, you guys are just true talent, man. True talent. You guys did it all by hand, and it looks amazing. And he looked at me, smiled, shook my hand. He goes, you know what? Thank you for that, because I'm sure not many people tell him that. And he goes, I agree. So it's pretty cool. There's Mike Zeck. Let me see. There's John Beatty. Sorry guys for the glare. They all signed in black, so it's kind of hard to see on these dark covers. But there's John Beatty, and down here is Carl Potts. Now Carl Potts did not charge for autograph. He did all his signatures for free, unless you brought multiple copies of a book. Then I heard if you brought like 4 or 5 copies of a book, then he charged. But since all these books, I only brought 1 of each. But there's Mike Zeck, John Beatty, and oh, right there is Carl Potts. So I'm super stoked to get these books signed. Like I said, each one of these costs $10 to get signed. So I brought 7 books for them 2 guys to sign. So that was $70. I gave John Beatty a $5 tip, because his was, you know, of course it was $35, and I just gave him $40. I said, you just keep it for all your contributions to the comic book community. and he really appreciated it. So that was cool getting those books signed. And like I said, that's the only books that I got signed. I did bring some books for Bob Layton to sign, but yesterday, man, he was in a shitty mood. And today, he seemed like he was in a better mood. And his line was way too big, and it was too crowded. So I said, screw it. I hit these guys up pretty easy. So like I said, I went to Carl Potts, and he signed my books for free. And he had no one in line. There was one other guy ahead of me, and he didn't charge for autographs. So I said, I'm gonna buy something from his table. I didn't buy any prints this year. I have so many prints on my wall, and I still have some in my closet that need to be hung up. So I'm gonna kind of wait maybe a year or two before I buy more prints. So when we buy our house, I know what my wall setup will be like, and I'll be able to get some. So I did buy this from him. I enjoy Alien Legion, and this was a newer mini-series that just came out. Probably, I think he said like maybe 5 or 6 years ago. But it's a hardback with the whole mini-series in it. So it's like a graphic novel. But I'm a fan of the Alien Legion books, especially the first mini-series. So I bought this off him. It was 15 bucks, and he signed it inside, and he personalized it to me, to Donald. You're in the Legion now, Carl Potts, which I thought was pretty cool. So that was my way of like, paying for like autographs. So I bought something from his table, which I suggest people should do. If you go to an artist and they don't charge for autograph, buy something from the table, whether it's a print or a comic they're selling or whatever. But I tell you what, Mike Zeck's handler, I don't know if it's his wife or secretary, that lady is pushy as hell, man. She's like, you buy this print, buy this comic, it's only limited to 2,000, and he'll sign it for free. I'm like, and the book's 20 bucks. I'm like, you better sign it for free if it's $20. Mike Zeck wasn't real talkative, at least to when I went up. I got there right as they were doing a raffle for people that bought stuff, so I had to wait a little bit till they were done. Then he signed my books, and I was just about on my way. But that is my experience with my autographs today. Tomorrow I might try to get some more autographs. I have these, and these are done by Ali Garza. So I might try to get these signed tomorrow. It depends on what he's charging. I didn't really see what he was charging, but I'll see what's going on. But anyways, that is my con experience for day 2. Had a blast, but I just got whooped early. It was crowded. My backpack was full of comics. Probably weighed 30, 40 pounds, and then trying to fight traffic with the crowds. Yeah, I just got wiped early, so I left early. So tomorrow I will be there, but it would be for a short time. So, Batcave Comics, I know you said you and Deadpool 2323 are going to be there. Hopefully you guys look me up, and we can do some digging together. I know Master Splinter X is going to be there, and any other YouTubers or people out there that want to stop and say hi. I got stopped by 2 people that recognized me from my videos, which is pretty cool. But that's it, guys. Tomorrow is the end of my contest. Tomorrow night at midnight here at Eastern Standard Time. So I will do a drawing on Monday night. I've already added yesterday's books in. I'm going to tonight add today's books in, so that way I have a running tally. And then tomorrow, of course, I'll add tomorrow's books in. But had a blast. Thank you, Tampa Bay Comic-Con, for a great day 2. Looking forward to day 3. I'm glad I'm getting able to go. At first, I didn't think I was going to. So I'm pretty stoked that I'm going to be able to go. Anyways, guys, it is the Junkie. Thank you for your support. Thank you for your thumbs up, thumbs down, however you want to do it. And look forward to multiple videos from me. This one, including the ones with the guys outside talking about Jesus and all that. I think it's pretty funny. But anyways, guys, it's Junkie, and I'm out. Peace.